appointments, interviews, whatever the case may be, but you also got to bring them to the meetings. Okay, so if you're willing to show people the business, you'll get promoted. So are you interested in getting promoted?
Yes.
Okay, good. So we got to bring people. Okay, and then the third one is you've got to attend all weekly meetings. And here's the key. You ready, David? The ones that are convenient and the ones that are inconvenient. Okay? And if those choices are too hard for you, you just need to come to the next one. Okay? How's that? Okay? If you're not willing to come to meetings, honestly, Alex, you really have no shot here. Okay? And this $99 is just going to be a waste. Okay? So do you have any challenge with those three things?
No.
Okay, perfect. Then we could basically be in business together. Okay? So now, David, if you get off track with those three things, I'm going to let you know. Okay? Do I have your permission to let you know as your coach? Remember, we're business partners. I'm not your boss. Okay, but I'm going to let you know if you're on track. Do I have your permission to do that?
Yes, you do.
So if you don't show up to a meeting, David, I'm going to call you. Okay, and the reason I'm going to call is because I care. Okay, right now you may not believe it, but I care more about your success than you do. You know why?
Why?
Because I've been trained to. Okay, so I just want to make sure that you and I are off to the right foot. Okay, so if you don't show up, I'm going to call you. Okay, it's not to be your boss, but it's just to make sure you're okay and find out what happened. So do I have your permission?
Yes, you do.
Perfect, okay? So this is it. When you join my team, Alex, what we're going to do, David, can I make it so it all fits on one? Is that possible? No. Maybe extend? Maybe go like this.
Yeah,
There we go. Okay, all right. So David, what I'm going to do, okay, when you join my team, we have a process. Okay, now this is strictly California, so you guys might have to adjust to Texas, okay? But this applies to us, okay? It might apply to you. So in your first 30 to 60 days, our goal is to have you be a district, have you licensed, and have you ready to go in the field knowing what you're doing. Now, you may not know everything, David, but you'll know enough to mess it up, okay? And the other thing that I want to make sure is that you're going to be able to bonus, okay? I'm going to show you about the Builder's Track scoreboard, okay? You guys do that, right?
Yes.
Right.
That's what Alex said, okay? So, day one, see right here? You're going to turn in your IBA, okay? Now, I want you guys to notice, field trainers, that this is all on you. This is not on the new recruit. This is on you to make sure. The field trainers need to complete, we have a green book in our organization. It's basically a new recruit fast start planner. So if you guys do the fast start planner, or you have some sort of new recruit orientation book, or something like that you do, whatever your system is, just use it. That's what the green book means, okay? We call green book in our office, okay? So it's got the top 25 list in it, it's got how to set appointments in it, it's got the meeting schedule in it, that kind of thing, okay? So you need to get your recruits off to a fast start by showing them what it is they need to do, our green book. You need to set appointments with your new recruits in their warm market within 24 to 72 hours of them turning in their IBA. Field trainers, never just give the people a top 25 list, or never just give them the orientation book and say, here you go. You need to review it with them. Okay, they need to understand what it is that they're doing and why. Okay, field trainer needs to spend 10 to 13 hours with a new recruit before the new recruit is truly on their team. Just because they gave you their IBA doesn't mean they're in. Okay, they're in once they like you and trust you. And how do you know if they like you or trust you? They take you to see their friends and family. If they're not taking you on appointments, they don't like you and trust you enough. Okay, and you've got some more work to do. Field trainers, you need to include the new recruit's partner in everything. Every time you meet with that recruit, you want to potentially also make sure the partner's there. Now, can we do that in a perfect world all the time? No. But for the most part, you got to meet at their home where their partner is and make sure that their partner's listening and that they're involved. Because you know what? They have a top 25 list too. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're getting that one. Field trainers need to explain to the new recruit the importance of coming to meetings, coming to the big events. Okay, field trainer needs to communicate daily, especially in the first 30 days. Master the 2-minute phone conversation. Okay, we have text message now and stuff, but honestly, don't get lazy with technology. Okay, people need to hear your voice. They're not thinking about Primerica until they hear you. Okay, they got a lot of stuff on their plate before you came around. They got their job, their kids, their spouse, their challenges, their bills, their mortgage. Okay, now you're an added mess to the plate. Okay, they're not going to think about Primerica unless you're calling them. See, in the first 30 days, they got to hear from you daily. Okay, if they're not showing up, it's because you're not talking to them. Okay, don't let text message be your form of communication. People need to hear your voice. Okay, communication. Do you do text message appointments?
No.
Okay, so we don't do text message recruiting either. Okay, people need to hear from us. You can text message team success though. You know, somebody closes a sale, someone gets an IBA, someone does something great. Use text message as a way for people to know what everyone's doing. Okay, that's a great way to get the message out, right? Yeah. Field trainer need to make sure the recruit, we do youcanpass.com. Okay, I don't know how you guys do your licensing here, but we have online licensing in California. And in my base shop, about 100% of everybody does it that way. And we just found it's more convenient and easy because they can do it anytime they want. and it doesn't have to get in the way of field training. You guys we send people to school, it takes them 4 days. Well, we know what happens when people go to school. They start thinking about school instead of appointments. Okay, so I'm tired of that. I just let that whole thing go away and say you can pass and go on field training at the same time. So adjust, whatever it is in Texas for you. Okay, that's what it is for us. So we want to make sure in the first 1 to 15 days that we do these items right here. I'll leave this behind for Alex, okay? All right. Then in their 15 to 30th day, we want to make sure that it should have already been in the field, and they should have already started their licensing. The new recruit's goal is to complete a minimum of 6 to 10 field training appointments in their warm market. Not going on your appointments with you, on their own appointments. New recruit needs to have a sense of urgency to get licensed, their licensing class and field training done in their first 30 days. Urgency, 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 urgency. They're not going to have it unless you're calling them. They have to be reminded. Okay, remember, most people are used to being told what to do at their job. Okay, so you're going to have to kind of tell people what to do in the beginning. Okay, because they're not independent yet. Okay, they're dependent on you. Okay, so you're going to need to tell them what to do in the beginning. And yes, it's work, but it pays off. You want my life? You want my income? You want to do the things that I've done? Have the things that I have? You're going to have to do what I did. This is what I did. Anything I'm telling you right here, I made this. This is not something I copied. Okay, this is me. I'm telling you what I've done. All I know how to do is be uncomfortable and work. That's all I know how to do in Primerica. Okay, I'm a good copycat, but eventually I make it my own. Okay, so in their 30 to 45 days, they should have their district promotion by their 30th day. Field trainer, always be coaching your recruit about qualifying for their district promotion. Alex said you guys have pre-qualified for district. So do we. You need to be working those first 30 days to have somebody pre-qualified for district. No promotions equals no momentum. You don't have momentum in your business, you don't have promotions going on. You want to get promotions going on, you will have momentum. That's what happens. So start talking about the promotions. Field trainer, make sure that you get over it. We have 32 hours, right? So we got to make sure that certificate gets to the licensing center so that they can get a test window. I don't know how you guys do it here, but that's what has to happen to us because the regional licensing center that we use in California, they don't care if my guy's taking the test or not. They're just processing paperwork. I need to make sure that they get sent to state. I need to make sure their window gets open for them to take the exam. I can't leave that up to the regional licensing center. I'm the owner. I got to take responsibility for my business. Regional licensing center has no urgency for my guys to get a license. Okay, they're just processing paperwork. Okay, so I need to make sure that I'm following up with the licensing center. They have their certificates. They've got everything they need so that that recruit can take their exam. Okay, that's my job as a field trainer. Not the recruits, not the licensing center. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, so in 30 to 45 days, the field trainer sets the new recruit's test date. Don't leave that up to your recruit. Once they get the A-OK to set the test date, don't let them have a choice. You get online, you find out the dates available, and then you close them. Which would be better for you, Wednesday or Friday? Don't leave it up to them. Okay, they're going to procrastinate, they're going to put it off. They got a lot of crap going on. Okay, so you have to take control of your business. Okay, you want to get licensing going, you're going to have to see them all the way through. Okay, so I make sure that they get a test date, that I know their test date is set. I don't even let them know there's a reschedule option. This is your day. There's no rescheduling. This is it. You guys got to start telling people, you got to be that coach, okay? They need that. If you let them off the hook, everyone else in their life does too. You can't let them off the hook. Okay, you can't let them off the hook. New recruits should be taking and passing their life exam within no later than 45 days of them turning in their IBA. And field trainer, make sure we have exams that we study for our test, okay? So that's what this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is. I don't know if you guys have something like that you do, they do before they go to class, so fill in the blank. If you guys do the exam simulator or whatever it is, then you can put right here. Field trainer, make sure your new recruit is doing the exam simulator. Okay, so whatever the study criteria is for you, make sure they're doing that. Then you need to make sure for the Builders Track scoreboard points, they should have at least 50,000 points or higher by 45 days. If they've been in the field, if they've been on their way to district, man, just doing non-field training activity points is about 16,000 points. If they went in the field and did 3 recruits and 3 apps, okay, or the 5,000 in premium it is for you guys to go district, they should have all the points for going district, all the app points, all the IBA points. That should be 50,000. Okay, you do the numbers. Okay, crunch it down. Do the numbers. Okay, field trainer, you need to make sure that once the recruit faxes, we have to fax the pass notice to the RLC. I don't wait for them to get notified. I notify them because I want them to hurry up and get them coded. Okay, you guys have to, the field trainer has to take responsibility